How y'all doing? It's the Bourget, and this is another episode of Truth 7, coming at you live, and thank you for watching. And then this is the Sandra Bland Decoded Part 2, because I've done a little bit more research and studies, and basically to the symbolism and the meanings that they're trying to portray within the messages of this whole story. So through meditating on it and studying, names and everything that they use play a big part, the situations, all of that. So, okay. So let's look at the name Sandra Bland, and when you break down the word Sandra, first word san, and that meaning started out actually in the East, but when the Greeks took it within their language of the vibrations and had is a bass vibration sound and frequency carried with it. It is the number within their system of numerical value between 15 and 18. And it's being that because San was then also changed the pronunciation of Sun, and from changing it from Sun to Sigma, and Sun and Sigma mean the same thing. And if you look up what Sigma means statistic. Rational numbers put together, statistics, numbers in a whole, and it's right near pi. And if you know anything about the Fibonacci and the pi system, about how those numbers, I'll do a video on that if you don't. But it basically it's between the Fibonacci sequence number, or the I guess numerical, the value of a pi, and I forgot the other number that is right in between. But San and Sigma also need the same exact thing when you think of Sigma. That's why it goes into those orders and the symbols they use, which are their alchemic symbols. So San, Sigma, statistic. Got that part down, right? So they're already when you hear it, if you're in the black community, you hear about, oh, don't be a statistic, and everything is statistics, everything is numbers. So San, and then Dra. And this gets into the once you study more into past human culture and societies and technologies and knowledge, you will understand that Dra means. It means shift. It means to move around. It means dragon. It means reptile. Draco, Dra. For that symbolism, and even within the numerical system, when breaking down from symbol of the snakes and what two snakes meant, it lines us perfectly within the pronunciation of Dra in the Greek system to their symbol and the number it represents. So basically represents regeneration, changing around, shifting around, drag, dragon, Drake. So Sandra. Now keep both of those there. San and Dra, statistics, numbers, then Dra with shifting and moving. And then Bland. The word bland basically means weak, to go against a high value system, to be below, to be not sure, to be hesitant, to not be strong-willed, to be weak. And she is supposedly the black person who speaks for Black Lives Matters, and obviously them putting the story out that she committed suicide shows of a weak nature, shows that she wasn't strong-willed, shows things like that, shows she was cracking, she spiritual depression, which every human being go through, and she obviously was trying to this is the turnaround they try to put on your brain. She's obviously a religious person, but would speak very spiritually and mix that whole value up because they know that African Americans are. I'm saying African Americans, but in blacks because that's what you know yourselves as. But you should stop calling yourself that. But they're getting aware of this stuff, so to bend the mind and confuse it more, they throw you a confusing story. And if people are studying and looking at it, like I said in the other video, she hadn't popped up in the scene doing this till last year. She wasn't active on Facebook, none of that stuff. And when you, like I said, they're mixing religion with spirituality to get your mind boggled. Because in her video, she's saying kings and queens, but mixing it with religious statements, and she's also. She even spoke of not trying to get into any mess on the video before the post. It's so staged. So keeping all that into consideration is like breathtaking. Such a drag to even give us attention, but I'm trying to let y'all know like it's not all that or what y'all think it is. It's tiring, but the bland and what I was saying, trying to mix up people's thoughts with, because black people are obviously waking up, and when they see a story like this, like, oh shit, it's like another is kind of like taking a shot at a lead person who's into this. It's trying to convey and mix so many messages up on purpose, and people are what the sheep do, follow it. If you feel like, if this is the thing, this is just a wisdomatic statement. If all the white sheep are following the flock, not even by a man who's telling a dog what to do, and the sheep flock along and go, and dog backwards is dog, God. I mean, and I did a video on Anubis breaking that down. Y'all want to look that up, but they all jump off the cliff and they're blind. Their eye slits, they're not open. They're rectangular eye slits, and they can't see that good. But the black sheep can. That's the thing about black sheep. So I'm not even gonna go off topic with that. But if you are sitting in a conversation with any group of people, and you are basically speaking like, oh, how you feel about that? Man, that's fucked up. That's messed up. That's what they want you to do. So hopefully this breakdown of it helps you out with the meaning of sun, and then what dra, and then what even bland means, and how all those names fit into the caricature of this story. And it's passing off the messages exactly what the words mean in her name is it's supposed to be doing. So that's the decoding of that, with the symbolism and everything trailing behind it. They're trying that they did feed into your head. But hopefully in the future, many people become aware that this is just a play. And I'm going to continue making more predictions, getting them right on, and all that. But let's try to study and look into more stuff and all these meanings on our own, and hopefully to learn. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. I'm going to do 2 more videos, and this is True 7. Good night.